Hello, Eurovision fans. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. It's time for another update of my Eurovision prediction because we have finally heard all 37 songs. We haven't seen the stagings yet, but I can finally base the prediction on the actual songs. I am going to give you the top 10 most likely songs to win. So this is not a prediction of what the top 10 will look like, but the top 10 most likely songs to win. I have already predicted semifinal 1 and semifinal 2. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. And I will be updating both the semifinal and this prediction regularly until May, especially during Eurovision week. So please subscribe not to miss any of them. Now, since the last time I did this prediction, one country has fallen out of the top 10, and that's Croatia. I had them in the top 10 because I think they have a huge fan base and they will get a lot of televoting support, but there have been a few songs that have been announced that are more likely to win, and I do think that the juries will hurt Croatia quite a lot in the final, so I don't think they will actually win. A lot of things would have to happen for that to be true. Now, my 10th most likely country to win is Georgia. And it was quite hard to make up my mind about this because there are a few countries that I would have put in 10th place. In the end, I decided for Georgia because it feels like they are in it to win it. They found a good singer for their song and they seem to have a plan. I think the song is quite obviously written for a stage performance, so I think they will invest a lot in that. And yeah, so I think it's a possible winner. I don't think it's very probable. That's why I only gave 1%. And as I said, I wasn't quite sure which country to put in 10th place. So I do have a few honorable mentions I want to mention. The first one is Lithuania, because I think it's the cleanest and most well-performed pop ballad in the whole contest. And it does feel like a song that could get a lot of jury votes, a possible jury winner. It kind of reminds me of Austria in 2018, of John Lundvik, of Tamara Todevska a little bit. So all of these songs did really, really well. I think top 2 or top 3 with the juries. And I do think that Lithuania could do that as well. And they have the diaspora support. So another possible song that is a bit underrated at the moment. Then I also have Germany. I think I'm a bit deluded because I am German myself. I do love this song. I'm really happy it's this song that we sent to Liverpool and not the second placed song in our national final. I think they are very, very experienced performers and they will have an amazing stage show. I'm almost 100% sure of that. And they will get a lot of televote support. I'm not sure how the juries will feel about it, but yeah, another possible entry that could do quite well. Then I have Spain, sobre todo para que no me maten en los comentarios, los españoles. But it has grown on me quite a bit, and I see it very high in the odds and also in the rankings of some people. So there seems to be something about the song I don't see, but that doesn't mean it won't do well. I don't really think it's a winning performance yet, but they could do something with the staging that really brings it to life, and I get it, like I did with Conchita Wurst, for example, or The Common Linnets. Something like that might happen with Spain. Then the United Kingdom, mostly because they drew last place and they will perform last in the final, which is a very good running order, I think, for this song and for a home entry. So this could stand out. I do not think this is going to win, but it could do quite well. And then Moldova, because I think they will come up with a much better staging. And the more I listen to the song, the more it sounds like something that the televote will really, really go for. So that's another one that I wanted to mention. All of these could have been in the 10th place, but in the end, as I said, I chose Georgia because I feel like they are really in it to win it. Now, in 9th place, like last time, I have Israel. However, the winning chance has gone down a bit, and I was a bit disappointed in the song because I really think that she is amazing. She's a great performer. And with the right song, she would have been a clear contender for the win. But this one just seems too disjointed. It's many songs put into one. You can tell that they have a stage show in mind. that might be epic, but I don't think the song is enough to really win. It's not Toy. I heard Toy for the first time and thought this is a winner. This sounds amazing. This is catchy. I have to listen to it again. I did not feel that with Unicorn, and I think a lot of people actually agreed this time. In 8th place, I have La France with a 3% winning chance. Here again, I think a lot depends on the staging. If they come up with a voila type effective staging for this song, this could really do really well and be in the winning discussion during Eurovision week, because she's a great singer and it's the kind of song that can appeal a lot to the juries and quite a bit to the televote, so why not France? In 7th place, I have Czechia. I think the song is a bit too special, which I love. That's why I love the song, but it's a bit too different to really grab a lot of people's attention, or at least their votes. Attention maybe yes, but their votes might be a bit difficult because it's quite varied. There's lots of different languages that people might not understand. Kind of depends also whether the media picks up the story and talks about the intention of the song before the contest. So yeah, a bit unsure, but still 7th most likely to win, I think. In 6th place, I have Norway now, which has gone down quite a bit in my estimation, because it seems a bit like Georgia, so I think they could take votes away from each other. It's, of course, a viral hit on TikTok, on Spotify. It's a very impactful song, and she is quite a good performer. She has a good voice and is really likable in that performance. So still possible that Norway will win, but I see it as a bit less likely than during my last prediction, so it lost 2 places. Now, in 5th place, I still have Ukraine going down quite a bit. It was number 1 in my very first prediction in December or January. I do think that the moment has passed for people to just vote for Ukraine because it's Ukraine. I do think last year a lot of people voted for Stefania because it was a really good song, but the televote makes it obvious that there was a bit of a sympathy vote as well. I do not think that this will happen this year. Especially because she is a bit less of an ethnic song that transports this feeling of Ukrainian culture. And it's a good pop song. I like it, but it could get lost in the crowd a little bit because there are other songs that are quite similar. And it doesn't really have a hook. It's quite monotonous in what it does. So, yeah, I don't think Ukraine is winning this year. My 4th place has gone up quite a bit, and that's Italy. Now, I love the song, but I'm trying to be objective. Why do I think this might actually win? Because if, for example, Estonia doesn't make it from semifinal 2, which is a possibility, this is really the only traditional, some people might say old-fashioned, but I think there's a big audience for this kind of song, ballad, in the contest. He's an amazing performer. He performs it much better than he did L'Essenziale, which he came 7th with. It is Italy. They always do well. People already know the song in Croatia and in other parts of Europe. The Italian diaspora loves this song probably and will vote for it. So I do think that Italy is in it with a chance once again, and I would be delighted if that happened. In 3rd place, I have Austria, new entry, and a bit difficult for me as a German to admit that they might win for the 3rd time before we do. But I think this year it's actually really a possibility. They are great performers. It's the most catchy song in the entire contest. You cannot get it out of your head. It's fun, energetic. It has an interesting and intriguing message, which might appeal to jurors quite a lot because they know the music business. And it's crazy enough for people to remember it. It's good enough for people to vote for it. So I really think that Austria is in it with a chance, and Edgar Allan Poe might sell a few more books after May. Who knows? Now, in 2nd place, like last time, I still have Finland with a 17% chance. This is, I said it in the last video, this feels a bit like Psy to me, like Gangnam Style, like something that could really go viral. I should hate this song, but I love it. And I've seen so many people who love different kinds of genres say that they actually absolutely love this song and they don't really know why. And that was kind of the same with Gangnam Style, was also in a language that you didn't understand. And I can totally see this doing even better than we expect right now. I can also see it doing worse, I guess. But I do think this will go viral in one form or another. And I do think that he is in it with a real chance of winning it. Now, my number one, probably not very surprising, hasn't changed from last time. I have lowered the winning chance a bit to 26%. It's Loreen, it's Tattoo. She has won before. It's an impactful song, a well-produced song. She performs it amazingly. They have an incredible staging. They don't know 100% whether they can bring that staging to Liverpool. But if they don't, I'm sure they can come up with something as amazing. And the song is still impactful even with a simpler staging, I think. So I do believe Sweden is number one in all the fan polls. It's number one in the betting odds. It's my number two. So I do think that it has a really good chance of winning Eurovision this year. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments whether I'm completely wrong about probably Italy, you would say, or maybe Austria, or is there another country I'm completely missing that is in with a chance of winning? Let me know what you think, what your prediction is, and please subscribe if you don't want to miss the updates to my prediction video, and please come back for my next video. Bye bye.